we're going to work on our swings. So let's have our feet hip to shoulder width apart. Spread the toes nice and wide. We'll start off with swing one. We keep the feet facing forwards. The knees are like headlights on a car, so they're not swaying from side to side. And then we use our abdomen, our core, as the fulcrum for creating the turn, the swing. The arms are just like pendulums, relaxed. Maybe they slap against the body, maybe they don't. And maybe you can find that little bob up and down through the knees. So as you come to center, there's a little bend of the knees. As you turn, there's a little extension of the knees. Nice relaxed breathing. We're not forcing any extra rotation through the neck. The neck just moves along with the rest of the spine. I recommend that perhaps you swing one for about 60 seconds, like a 4-minute. It should be relaxed, it shouldn't be forced. And that's what we're looking for, is the body just relaxed, or are we forcing the movement? So let's look to swing two. I'll slow it down first. So with swing two, we turn out a foot. The foot turns back in, the other foot turns. And what we're looking for is we're opening the quad, the hip space. So the knees push away from each other. I'll give you an example of what we don't want. We don't want the knees collapsing in. So the knees push out and there's a slight lowering of the hips. Let's have the arms. So with Qigong, there is that element of coordination, which is important for the body, the neural system. The nervous system is a learning system, and that coordination will serve you well later on in life. So this is swing two. So to break down into swing three, we'll keep the feet facing forwards. We're back to swing one. Swing three is like we're bowling a bowling ball in front of the body and one behind the body. We're bringing the swing a little further up towards the shoulders now. So here's swing three. One arm in front, one behind. And you should start to feel that somewhat more on your shoulders. Again, there's still that little bob through the knees, but don't worry about that if that's making a mess of the movement for you at the moment. You can always add that in later. It's always good to spend time mobilizing our joints. This is what I talk about in the flow, opening the gates. The gates are your joints. We want our joints to be stable, but we also need them to be mobile. If your joints aren't mobile, you can't really enact the muscles so well. So the body needs the synergy, the connection of strength, flexibility, and in those joints we need mobility and stability. So let's go to the next swing, which you've done before. All you do is you turn out a foot. There we go. So we've done swing one, feet staying together, facing forwards. Swing two, one foot turns out. Swing three, we could take it up into the shoulders, both feet facing forwards. Swing four, we're still working the shoulders and we turn out a foot. Nice. And you might even find the body starting to warm up, which is good. We like that. The body functions much better when it's warm. So the next postures, or swings, I would say maybe a little bit more advanced. So, I'm going to move into that now. So the feet stay facing forwards and the arms swing behind, and we bend the opposite knee to the way the arms are going. So here we're taking our shoulders into extension. And whenever people have shoulder injuries, this is often the movement which is spared. And I like to look over the shoulder towards that backhand. Good. And the very final one is true shoulder mobility, where we turn one hand forward, one to the back. And again, for that aspect of coordination, can you just flow straight into it? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Really mobilizing those shoulders, one arm forwards, one arm back. It can be quite tricky. Again, it's that coordination. Let's change direction. Good, strong, working shoulders. Flexible but strong through our torso. And we'll slow that down. Good, take a moment just to see how your energy feels standing in Wu Chi. We spread our toes, roots going into the earth, very soft bend in the knees, hips are off lock, floating in the middle. Grow an extra inch through the spine. Let your armpits breathe. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.